Hello everyone, myself Sagar Ramesh Kutte, working as Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, GMD College, Sinnar, Nasik. Now, last lecture we will discuss NMR, that is magnetic property of nucleus and resonance condition. Now, in this lecture we will discuss NMR instrumentation. This is block diagram of NMR spectrometer. We have already seen that the basic of NMR experiment is to induce transition between two consecutive energy level that result when nucleus is placed in magnetic field. The resonance condition is one can observe the spectrum experimentally either varying the external magnetic field, keeping the frequency fixed, or by varying the frequency, keeping the magnetic field is fixed. The first approach is often preferred since it is difficult to vary the frequency at very high level of stability, that is 1 is 10 raised to 7 or better. The basic requirement of typical NMR spectrometer are: first, the electromagnet giving a powerful, stable and homogeneous magnetic field. The field must be constant over the area of sample and over the period of time of experiment. Second, a sweep generator which supplied a variable current to the secondary magnet, then the total applied magnetic field can be varied over a small range. Third, the sample container, usually glass tube, that is 5 mm, by the air driven turbine to the average of magnetic field over the sample container. The process is often referred as spinning of the sample. Fourth one is a RF oscillator connected to the coil called as transmitter coil. Transition the energy to the sample. As mentioned, the axis of coil has been perpendicular to the magnetic field. Fifth one is a RF receiver connected to the coil called as the receiver coil in circle of the sample. Its axis has been perpendicular to the both of the magnetic field and the axis of the transmitter coil. The transmitter and receiver coil at sample holder are concentrated into the single unit called as the probe. Obtain a necessary small magnet sweep field is obtained by use of the sweep coil built into the NMR probe. Sixth one will be a read output system consisting of RF amplifier, recorder and accessories to increase the sensitivity, resolution and accuracy. This will be the basic requirement of NMR spectrometer. A systematic representation of these components are shown in this figure. The magnetic field which are response occur a fixed frequency for given nucleus is constant. Therefore, each instrument normally work only for the perpendicular kind of nucleus. Several nuclei can be studied by the changing the oscillator. Obviously, the field has also to be changed accordingly. In case of solid, since width of the line are expected to the large, this type of high resolution is not possible. This will be the NMR instrumentation. Now, next topic is relaxation process. Consider a absorption of electromagnetic radiation by the microscopic sample in which we observe resonance. For simplicity, we shall consider the system whose nucleus process spin 1 by 2, that is N1 and N2 be the number of spin occupying the lower and upper state respectively. When the sample observed energy N1 and N2 should be changed and the population difference must be decreases with the time. Consecutively, the magnetic energy observed by the sample should also decreases and ultimately become zero. But the intensity of NMR spectrum is usually independent of the time indicating a constant population difference. In other words, there must be some mechanism in the system which allow the spin occupying the upper state to the loss energy non-radioactive transition and return to the lower state. The transfer of energy from the spin system to the degree of freedom is referred to the relaxation. The different relaxation process are come from nuclei. In first, the spin in the upper state transfer to excess energy to the surrounding, that is lattice. The phenomena is called as spin lattice relaxation. The time required for the population difference to become 1 by E time the population difference at t is equal to 0 is referred to the spin lattice relaxation time or longitudinal relaxation time T1. T1 varies over the large beginning 10 raised to minus 2 to 10 raised to 4 second for solid and 10 raised to minus 4 to 10 second for liquid. In addition, the spin lattice relaxation of the spin also occur by the direct interact of the spin state consecutively. If initially the spin have common phase, the phase will become random in course of time. The time is known as spin relaxation time or transfer relaxation time T2. For solid, T2 is of the order 10 raised to minus 4 second, while the liquid T2 nearly equal to T1. The shape of spectral line depends significantly on the relaxation time. When relaxation time is very long, the lower state for beginning repopulated at the slow rate, resulting in the saturation. For the spin 1 by 2 system, let n be the total number of spin, n0 and nt be the population difference at a time t is equal to 0 and t is equal to t respectively. Then dn1 upon dt is equal to omega n2 minus omega n1 is equal to omega n2 minus n1 is equal to minus omega n, where omega is the transition probability per unit time is induced absorption or emission. Since n1 and n2 is equal to n and n1 minus n2 is equal to n, then n1 is equal to 1 by 2 capital N plus small n. dn1 upon dt is equal to 1 by 2 dn upon dt. For this above equation, that is this equation and this equation, dn upon dt is equal to minus 2 omega n bracket t is equal to n0 e raised to minus 2 omega t. The time required for the value nt become n0 upon e is defined as the spin lattice relaxation time t1. Therefore, t1 is equal to 1 upon 2 omega. That is, the spin lattice relaxation time is inversely proportional to the transition probability per unit time for the induced absorption. This will be the relaxation process. Now, in this lecture, we will discuss NMR instrumentation and relaxation process. Thank you so much.